The name is Watson. Denroy Watson. The sophisticated, the intellect, the most domineering and outspoken person you'll ever meet. There has been none before me, none after me. The one and only. Today, I am representing for That's Grace, and I'm your host for today's Monday Morning Talk. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about maturity. You know, you expect some persons to be mature in a certain situation because they are older. Well, I'm here to tell you that older doesn't necessarily mean that you're mature. My father would say is like, you're 10, could I be at 20? Which most persons really understand, but he's saying that it doesn't really matter if you're young or if you're older. I'm here to talk about why us as men are not being mature. The Jamaica, the consent age, but then put it as we say we are men, is supposed to be 18, we're adults, we're supposed to come out of our parents' house and make our own life. Which I'm not really seeing much of that. We're still in a state of pubescence where we believe say we must run up and down with 100 girls. We're not supposed to go to school, we still are run up and down. Like we are 16, 12 and below up them primary school level, that is the age for it. But to really assess and really develop and really for conform and commit to something, most of the man them not do it. Hence the reason why when them youth see them queen come to them and them drop it, them rather quantity over quality. May I tell you something? I can have 1 diamond and you have 1,000 nickel, and it can't measure up to my diamond, no time. So when you get your queen, treat her right and be a man, be responsible and own up to your responsibilities you have in life. Next thing, females them. They are like some adults where try to teach youths to say, I teach them about the world, but some of these adults are children themselves, they're like grown kids. Because them themselves are not mature. Especially it's the reason why I believe a lot of females don't really value themselves in a certain sense, and the males don't really value themselves for really say, may I take it to the next step, because for really maturity is not being taught. And who I teach it, them themselves not mature. And we want to take up some man and them like reach say age 30, I go to 40, and them wonder why the man not commit. Because of maturity. She never mature enough to make him know, say, here what, if you not come here, so come commit and really have some sense of stability, better go on your ways. Yeah, that is why. Him not come with him still up and down on the road, he don't know where he do, no sense of direction, he probably have 3 kids with him already, and he not have no intention for marry them. But that's it. Maturity. Nobody no want to say, alright, it's time to be adult now, the playing time done with. Everybody still want to be young. Him some never brush off that, man. Be mature. Same thing with the man them. When I take up some girl, I've met ladies them know what to know about. Take it from me. So when she come to you, I have to make sure you know, say, yo, babe, is either this or no relationship. And I'm surprised how them bring across themselves, how them start dress, when them start real, them start speak to you. Because once you can deal with them on a certain level of respect, you receive it back. And the same thing, females respect when a man value himself enough to tell you, say, this is not what I'm all about, this is not what he's about, and he wants some sense of stability in his life. The fact so you have to take up a boy who's still not ready for that yet, shows you immature too. So when you reach 40, 39, whichever age you want to get married, remember, you were not ready to be mature. And him and himself, must have been have 3 kids with her, why I mean if put ring on it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take up our next woman right now to another kids to me. And I'm going to marry she. Yeah. And next thing, there's one more thing I realized that I see a lot of persons are teaching, the young ladies I must say, don't take up a man because him have to take up a man with now the money. I tell my daughter not the same thing. You know, I'm on for financial stable and for bring something to the table. But I think it's being misunderstood. Because a lot of ladies value themselves based off a man's cash. And once the cash is there, they say, yeah man, he can do anything to me as long as he provide, him can abuse me, can have him one bag of woman. As long as he you know, I'll give off some money. Remember, you're not for sale. The moment you as a person believe that you are for sale and you can be bought, it just not gonna work. Anybody can walk over you and you basically have no self-worth. You don't even know who you are, or you value yourself and say, you know, I am a king and I should be treated accordingly and I will act accordingly. Or you're a queen and you should be treated accordingly and you should also act accordingly. So those are my few words for today. Be inspired, be motivated. Thanks for having me.